Hi, it's Deanna, and today I'm going to show you an unprofessional antique doll repair. This is an antique Simon and Halbig doll. She's a shoulder head on a kid leather body, and her issue is that the leather on her left arm had split apart, and all the sawdust came out, and now the arm is about to hang loose, and the Bisque hand and lower arm is about to fall off. So what I'm going to do is now, usually when I fix these antique dolls, I get an antique opera glove or ladies glove made out of kid leather, and I use that to patch the arms, but I don't have it. And I don't have the patience to find one and order one and go through all that trouble. So I'm going to use a bandage and an old sock made out of cotton. So the bandage is one of those Klingon bandages, and underneath it is an old sock I cut up. Now it's not going to look professional, and it's not going to look, like a neat job. But as long as it keeps her arm from falling off, I could care less. So I'm about to begin. I'm going to just place my phone down a moment on a makeshift stand and have you watch. So what I'm going to do first is I took a bunch of cotton little squares and I ripped them apart, and just so I can stuff the inside part of the arm to give it some body. And if you hear that scratching, digging sound, it's my little dog. I think he's deciding to dig to China right now as we speak. He's such a little brat. Every time I start filming a video, he decides to be a little Shih Tzu. Well, that's what he is. He's a Shih Tzu. So, okay, so as you can see, we're getting body now into the arm. The arm is starting to take shape. It's not a good job. I would much rather have rounded cotton balls, and since I don't have any, this will have to make do for now. So as you can see, we're getting some body. Her arm won't be dangly. It'll have some sustenance to it. And I have a glue gun in the background, and I'm going to try to glue this little makeshift little bandage that I have going on here, made out of a sock and an Ace Cling bandage. And let's see what happens. Now, I may screw it up. I may not screw it up. But because the sawdust actually is still spilling out as we speak. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start trying to glue this bandage onto the arm. Bear with me. So I'm going to start with a small strip of glue just to get it started. And it's boiling hot. And knowing my luck, I will probably burn myself. But then again, it's all worth it in the name of antiques, right? Okay, so it's starting to stick. I'm going to just hold it down for one moment. And what's good about the sock is, and the Ace bandages, they stretch into shape. So I can pull it to make it as long as I really need it to be. I did cut an excess amount of it. But, I mean, this is not going to look professional. I do not recommend this if you are into restoring antique dolls. I'm going to probably get a lot of flack for this right now in the videos. Because, like I said, this is not a professional job in any way, shape, or form. But, like I said, it will have to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start throwing glue around here. And then I'm going to pull the arm with this little makeshift bandage. And I'm going to hold it a moment so the glue can take hold. And let me just get the edges. And yeah, this is going to look a little bumpy and messy. But like I said, it's going to have to work. I just want to keep that arm from falling off. And as you can see, the little things that are stuck to the sock is sawdust. And it's a clean sock, I might add. If it wasn't, then gross, right? All right, so we're getting there. And let me throw a strip of glue over here. And I'm going to pull this as tight as possible. Ow, I just burnt myself. Holy cow, ow! Not cool. And yikes. I think I just got a 3rd-degree burn on my left thumb. So let me just hold this into place. So far, so good. Now, I got a little excess glue, but it doesn't bother me that much. I'm just holding it a little because it's still wet. Let me see. And I'm just going to keep gluing. I'm trying my best not to burn myself again because it hurts like hell. And now I'm going to try to stretch out this sock as far as I can go. And I'm going to hold it there for a few minutes. 30 seconds or so, actually. Ooh, it's boiling hot. It's like going through the sock right now. And hopefully her arm will stay on. So now I'm just going to squeeze it. Ow, it's burning my hand. It really, I swear to God, it's like burning my hand. I got glue all over my thumb, as you can see. And that's where I just got burned. Part of my skin is actually melting off of me as we speak. And voila. Her arm is back on. This looks like crap, but her sleeve will cover it. And this is her antique dress. I'm just going to pull it over. Bear with me. And actually, I'm a bit of a dope because the dress, actually, the little repair I just made, actually is so thick that it's hard to pull her sleeve down. So just bear with me again. I'm trying my best. I'm just going to get something to push this past this little elastic piece in her dress and tuck it in so I can pull the sleeve down. And it's working. All right, we're getting there. So bear with me. I'm going to make this happen because I just don't want her arm to fall off. This can be redone, actually. I can take ice cubes and make the glue get loose. Like really cold ice cubes makes the glue get loose. And it comes off. It will come off then. And we're getting there. Slowly but surely. We are getting there. And here it goes. The sleeve is finally coming over. The stupid, dumb, amateur repair I just made. We're almost there, as you can see. And let's hope this can last for another 100 years or so. Just tucking as much as I can of this into here. Okay, I see a spot that is bringing resistance. We don't want to see this horrible little sock when she's being displayed. Boy, oh boy. This is more trouble than it's worth sometimes. And here it comes. Slowly. I know I said this 100 times. Slowly but surely. And now, we are all better. So Dolly, her arm is going to stay on. We have no problems now. And again, don't try to repeat this at home because it was a stupid, dumb repair. It was not a very good repair. You really need to use like kid gloves. A scissor that doesn't cut things crookedly like mine. Mine is like the blade is so dull that it could barely cut a straight line. But like I said, Dolly's arm is not going to fall off now. And we're all good. So I'm going to update when I fix her up and make her pretty again. I'm going to comb her hair out. I'm going to fix her dress, fix her bonnet. make her look all spiffy again, and I'll show you a video shortly update. Okay, so that doll restoration, well, amateurish doll restoration is all done. And so I just finished now, and I do have like a second-degree burn on my right thumb that's actually pulsating and burning as we speak. It has a huge blister on it, but all is well. So what I did was I combed her original human hair wig. I put little ribbons in the bottom part of her braids, and I fixed up her dress. Her dress had a hole in the front, and what I did was I found an antique gingham pattern, feather stitched and embroidered apron, and I tied it around her waist so that it could cover up all those holes. And so now I believe she's a Simon & Halbig doll, and the reason for that that I don't know, because usually you can find the mold on the back, is because her hair was glued to her head with such an old animal hide glue, and I didn't want to start pulling on it and yanking on it to try to remove this wig, just to try to see a mold number. I didn't want to do any further damage to this beautiful human hair wig, which is gorgeous. As you can see, it's in lovely condition, and I believe almost 99.9% that this is a Simon & Halbig doll. No other doll maker makes faces like this but Simon & Halbig, and I'm sure a lot of you doll collectors will agree with me that this is a Simon & Halbig doll. She has pierced ears like Simon & Halbig. She has those beautiful feathered thick eyebrows, lovely spiral glass blue eyes, an open mouth with teeth. Now I didn't wash her face. When I wash her face, it'll be nice and clean. All that dirt and debris will come off, and she'll look even prettier. And now a lot of you are going to probably give me flack in the comments below for the for the way I did that amateurish doll restoration, but I guess it's a poor woman's doll restoration. I don't have the money to hire a doll hospital and pay between, I don't know, $80 to $150 to have that fixed professionally. I really don't have the money. I only paid $33 for this antique doll. I do have a budget. You do see me upload videos quite often showing you antiques and vintage items. And for the most part, I don't pay very much for them. Whether they're rare or not, I have a certain budget I stick to. And I don't pay over a certain amount for things. And I look for sleepers, things that are worth much more that I can get for cheap. And so this was one of them. This was a sleeper. And she's mine and I love her. And so you guys are going to probably give me flack in the comments below because that was an awful, god-awful restoration. And it did not look professional at all. It was sort of junky looking, but her arm is fine. I was able to pull the sleeve down over her arm much lower now. You do not see that repair that I did. Her arm is fine. It's filled up with cotton, and it fits, it makes the doll look normal again. The arm isn't dangling halfway down her side. And she looks quite lovely again, and she's ready to be displayed. As you can see, she's a very large doll. She fits into this entire, look at the size of this chair. This is a huge kitchen stool, and she's huge. She's about 26 inches tall, and all for $33. So the arm restoration is, like I said, crappy. So please be kind, and if you do a comment, don't be like so cruel to me. I know people can be armchair meanies sometimes on the internet. So once again, thanks for watching. If you like what you see, hit the thumbs up and subscribe, and tune in, because I'll be like, whenever I find another sleeper, I'll upload it on YouTube, and you'll see some cool antique and vintage items. Thanks for watching.